Okay, hey yo, I think this thing is on. I'm Braxton Wise of Third Coffee Studio, and it's May the 4th. It's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. We'll do, I don't know, I had kind of an idea. So maybe it'll suck, maybe it'll be fun, I don't know. Hey Strider. Welcome in. Let's see. Boom. And make sure we got all our stuff open. I have an extra window open that I don't need. Hey Strider, it's good to see you. Make sure my tablet's working. Good. Oh, I like those ghosts. I like your ghost emotes. I like how they connect like that. Well, I mean, it flows, right? So I was probably in the intention too. So good design. Okay. Now, last time we were working on Webfoot, or Whiskers and Webfoot, which was, it might even be loaded here. Aha, and it is. Damn, I might have to actually take a break and make coffee. Arpeggiatura, Mr. Atura. Mr. Tura. Mr. Atomic. May the 4th be with you. Well, okay, so I had an idea. And I worked up some reference ideas. Too. And for those who didn't see this, we were just recapping what we did last stream. This is where we finished, for the moment, Whiskers and Webfoot. And I did include Whiskers on it this time. The one that I uploaded to Blue Sky did not have Whiskers. So that's a thing. I had forgotten. It was pointed out to me later by Woo Woo. And so I made these, but the updated version is not on Blue Sky, it's just in the Discord. Okay, so whiskered version. Nice-oo. Thank you, Strider. So today, I don't know, let's think about doing like, I was thinking of like a Luke Skywalker thing. Save that. Let's see, but a frog, right? Because, you know, frog, right? Here. And it'll just be as, I don't know how far we're going to get today, but we'll commit, right? I'm just going to look through some stuff here. In fact, we could just do them like this. We have some AI suggestions. Let's open up one. Okay, this one is a Darth Vader one. It looks cool. It does look cool. Alright, and what's the next one? This one's just a regular Darth Vader. I don't know what it was doing, but it did that. You know, regular non-frog Darth Vader, but with frog transformation to Darth Vader on the outside edges. I don't know. There's a Han Solo one. No, Luke, I'm your frog, sir. I don't know if that... I don't know. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Right? How am I doing? I'm doing okay. It's an okay day. If anything, these are good references for frog faces. These look cool. Han Solo-y. I like how he's got like stuff at the back of his neck though. Kind of like hair. I like this. It's got some fabric going on. Good poses. This one's good. Would we call this a Jedi one? Could we go, it's, well, I'm going with the Luke Skyhopper title. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, if you think the idea sucks, say so, and we'll like figure something else out. Because I was also considering Seal Frog Horse. Okay, and if you're like, what the hell is that? Well, I'm going to show you the nightmare that is Seal Frog Horse. Seal Frog Horse. Kind of like Man Bear Pig, but Seal Frog Horse. I could go more seal-like with the upper arms, the flippers. Oh yeah, serious nostril stuff going on. I don't know why this is this way, but this could be cool if I could just rearrange it. These are good ideas. These are cool ideas. This one's freaking me out. Hi, Gamion. Yeah, well, it's going to be called Luke Skyhopper. Right, so yeah, we're doing kind of a Jedi frog. We're at least starting off with a sketch today, but this is just a cryptid that we were going to invent. This is a Seal Frog Horse. Oh, that's a beautiful Seal Frog Horse. But this is just Seal Frog, I think. I would not think Seal Frog Horse. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that's freaking neat. These always have such cool ideas in them. I like the randomness, and then it gives me more ideas. So when I do my work, I, you know, am kind of more inspired to just kind of like draw or paint outside the box. You know, it's like a warm up. These look so cool, actually. Ooh, neat. That's a good idea right there. That's a Seal Frog Horse. That's very horse-like. Yeah. Look at that. And how neat is that? These are neat. Could I say neat a few more times? I could. These look neat. Really? Was it good or bad? Sometimes, like, you never know what you're gonna get. This one's kind of neat. This horse is looking kind of sexy, giving you the sexy look. It's making me uncomfortable. This one, I just love how insanely freaky it is. I just love this thing. Anyway, this is not our subject today. It was just sort of an idea. I'm thinking of doing kind of a sketch of this, I think. So let's give that a shot, or something. Just for the day. Ooh, that's neat. Half and half, okay. Stuff is like that, you know. I mean, it shouldn't be. It's not ever going to be able to do everything for you. You're going to have to use experience to pull it together and make something out of it. Ooh, neat. Although the lightsabers don't make sense, but these are good ideas. It gives me good ideas for making stuff. They're such nonsense sword positions. Anyway, what am I gonna do? We could do the Han Solo thing. Let's stick with this one. I really liked how the hood kind of folded back at the back of the head. So let's just sort of sketch that and see what happens. It may suck. I don't know. I really hope it doesn't suck. You know, it's not like I don't have tons of panic attacks while I'm, you know, doing the art, even on a good day. So, jumping in on a really bad idea is just gonna send the anxiety through the roof. I mean, it can be in a setting. Oh, what? Like in this seal frog thing, or Luke? I don't know. I would have to do a lot of sketches if I'm gonna. Oh, this one. Well, again, to position him differently, I'm gonna have to do a lot of sketches to kind of figure out his body. The easiest way for me to go is to just draw what I see. If I'm gonna put him in, if I'm gonna get too far removed from what's already here, then that's gonna take me more time because I have to plan it out and sketch him a few different times to figure out how to move him around. Maybe in a high up city. Well, then that's going to be background stuff. We haven't gone into background practice yet. It just do we not have a mark? We do, but somehow it defaulted to that. There, just get a mark on the canvas. So what would be the perspective then? It just as a note, if you have an idea for a background, when we start background practice, we'll revisit the pieces that we've done recently. Sorry, my mic is... There we go. It was just wrong angle. We'll go back and redo those. Like, because we could do some cool... some cool forced perspective, like comic book perspective. For stuff like that. That'd be really neat, actually. Alright. What are we doing? We don't really need to draw in blue. People did this for like the... like comic book stuff, because the printers didn't pick up that color. So it'd be kind of invisible. Now I just do it because it's... I mean, I do it. Not like I ever worked in that field, but I do it because I like the separated colors. We should start doing that. I do it when I do my sketches off stream. Bob Ross painting Cloud City. So a painting of Bob Ross painting Cloud City. Is that what you're saying? Or do you mean like a Bob Ross style thing? Because that could be cool. You could do like the whole Bob Ross. Well, you'd need his silhouette, right? And his this palette. Right, you need the afro, and then the hand, and the brush, or he's painting, and this would be the painting here, and then you'd have like the Cloud City thing. Yeah, I get what you're saying. What's up, Woo Woo? They had those weird little car things, right? What did those look like? They had like little, they're like little pod things, and they were joined at the centers. This is like a side view, right? How did those go? It was like this kind of a thing or something, right? That's where they mine Bespin gas, I think. Wow. Here, we can just select all. Hit backspace. Gone. Alright. I'll grab my little perspective tool. That helps me divide up my stuff, although my mic gets in the way of it. I'm trying to hold the thing out. So, how tall is he going to be? Now, this one he looks like about 5 heads. So, get his feet down. And then figure out where the top of the head will be. How was your day, Woo Woo? Any adventures? It should be taller. He's gonna look kind of wild-eyed for now, while I figure out his shape. This is looking awful. There's a thing off the back, and then how's the face go? My day, or are you asking me or anyone? My day has been okay. Maybe you were just asking someone else. Why do I make these eyes too small? That's like a common thing with me. He's looking derpy. Here, turn this pen pressure, size, pen pressure back on. Wow. When did he get this derpy? Why did my hand even make these lines? Alright, I have to make sure See, I was counting the head heights, and here I am, completely ignoring it, and getting lost on another facet of drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is gonna have to be smaller. And I always draw too big, or I draw too fat. You know, like I make everything wider. Or something like that. Maybe that's my eyes. Are you asking me? Oh yeah, my day's fine. My day's okay. It's okay. Oh, maybe a little bit smaller. In fact, I was just dealing with this. A friend of mine was texting me or messaging about proportions. I think that's right, actually. It was and he was like, well, you have a better eye for proportions than I do, and I'm just thinking, you know, it's not an eye for proportions, it's proportions. You know, like the human body is generally a certain number of head heights high and that kind of thing. Just break it down into those averages, you know. It's a technical thing. It's something that you can learn, in other words. It's not something you have to like pick up and inherently know it or something. It's a technical issue, and all technical issues can be fixed. Yeah, that's all it is. So just do the work. And so I returned with well, it looks okay. You know, generally the human body is what did I say? Did I say like 8? Isn't it like 7 or 8 heads high? And he just glossed on past it like he didn't hear me. Because I was trying to say, you know, like, this is how you figure it out. But he doesn't want that. I know better. What he wants is someone to tell him what to do. You know, I want to teach him to fish, not just give him a fish. Then he can eat for a lifetime. But I know him, and I know that's not going to change anytime soon. I think this is a bit narrow. I can stretch this out a little bit if I want to. In fact, I probably should move him over. The tricky part of it was I was trying to judge, because they're like minotaur stuff or whatever they are, you know, like with an animal head and then a human body. And I was just trying to gauge human head heights rather than the animal head that was on it. Well, not really an animal head, but yeah, I guess like mythical beast kind of thing. So I was sticking with human proportions, and I was just sort of trying to figure out what would be a normal head height. Although it would be interesting to draw something like that, but stylize the body so that it actually does fit the larger head of the animal. You know, if we're gonna go into cryptids, which I was thinking of doing that, that could be kind of cool. You know, that could be like a cool project. No, it's control. It's control. But otherwise, I think you should just do the work. Seven heads to a body. You mean what? You mean in height? I believe it's 7. We've got yeah, isn't it? It's like got the head height, and then there's a neck, and then there's the torso, which is like 2 head heights, something like that. That neck is way too long. And then where we have like there, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then but we also have like 1.5 here for the legs, roughly, and like that, and then a little bit of one for that, for the foot. That's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I'm thinking. It's been a while since I've done human anatomy, actually. So this is actually seems a bit short too. Anyway, I have to brush up. So in fact, his proportions, from what I'm looking at, are based on right here, based on I'm gonna say human head height, because it's only like 5 of these tall, and this is a much larger head than would be on a human. Okay, so that is there, and where is like about the top of his belt? Maybe slightly lower. There's a hoodie. I'm just trying to find some landmarks so we can start to dial him in, or create some landmarks. This one actually wraps around like this sort of thing in the back. In fact, this one is like this. Ah, right. This is higher. Right. So there was this there's this guy I watch named Rick Beato. He does a lot of music theory. He's a was he like a music producer, and or was a producer, and he does like these amazing videos. He's like, and I would consider him an authority, an expert authority on music theory, and so he's the guy, right? He's the guy, and if you want to be somebody, because he usually, he usually does videos about older groups and why they're so great and breaks down their music and all that stuff. But lately, he's had stuff from like newer artists on and doing interviews with them and stuff. And there's this guy that I didn't even know about. I don't remember his last name. It was Giacomo something. It's spelled with a G. And there was some kind of like thing. He's a guitarist, and I guess he was like stealing music, and like I don't know exactly. I'm gonna have to look into more about that, because he was like copying other people's solos, like I guess using their recording of their solo or something like that, and he was faking. The point is, he was faking it, and kind of like a whole Milli Vanilli thing. Had videos of himself. He's kind of like I guess he's a big on YouTube, and he was on Rick's show because I guess he is like this huge internet presence or something. Again, I don't know anything about him. So, look, Rick Beato is the guy. Didn't I say that? I think I said that. He is the guy. If he puts you on his channel, he literally wrote the book on music theory. And if you're a cheater, and Rick Beato asks you to be on his channel, say no. That's all I have to say about that. Say no. Because he's going to find you out inside of 2 seconds. It's like the dumbest thing that guy could have ever done, aside from cheating to begin with. That aside, cheating aside, this is not how to cheat and get away with it. This is, just don't be an idiot if you are getting by cheating. Don't be a dumbass. It's nasty enough to be a cheater, but adding idiot to the profile is, idiotic. And so that's what happened. Rick was like, dude, you don't know what you're doing, do you? I don't think his video ever aired, so I don't even know, because he didn't put up the interview. And I'm saying this because he had a video recently about why he didn't post this video. And that's how I've learned about it. I really need to dig in more, because I don't know why, but that kind of thing fascinates me. I want to know why someone thought that they could get away with that. First of all. And what goes through someone's mind when they're about to be, or when they're putting themselves in a situation where they could easily be called out, where they could be caught. Because people do that. Cheaters have historically knowingly put themselves in situations where they've got to put up or shut up, and then it comes out that they were a cheater because they didn't put up. And I'm just thinking, if you make a living by being a liar and a cheater, then you should probably be more careful with, you know, letting your mouth write checks your butt can't cash. I don't know if I'm expressing that the right way. This looks like he's wearing a raincoat at the moment. These robes are something. How far does that go? I mean, maybe down to here. Well, to do diets 9YE7SEH1TO. No, thank you. That's a really complicated name. I did. I did, but it's okay, Woo Woo. Let's erase that. Do that a little better. We can do better than this. Yeah, I think I should use this size. Hopefully we get something recognizable by the end of the stream today. You know, like this is all supposed to be May the 4th kind of thing, right? I'm just trying to transfer this angle over. There, I think that's better. You're slaying goblins? Nice. What is that in? Are you doing, Actually, I don't know of any, like, goblin-rich games. At least not off the top of my head. Oblivion. Oh, right. That is one of those games. Because I remember you don't play a lot of games, but you do play a lot of Oblivion. Like, you don't have a huge repertoire. But Oblivion is one of them, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. How are you liking it as compared to the original? Well, it's okay. You can go back to your game. I'm not trying to monopolize your time. Oh, wait, did I have this going from the other... This is supposed to be going from underneath the arm. And I've got this going from, like, up in here. It needs to be here. Like that. And then let's do here. Because it needs to come over here. Come straight down like that. And then we have, this is the underneath of the sort of outer colloquial robe. But then I have the arm in the wrong spot. Maybe I don't. No curved lines. One of these days I'm gonna get better at hands. It's more about drawing them in segments, I think, than anything else. Like that, instead of trying to do, you know, these kind of things. But that's awful. Oh my god. What am I doing? It seems to be more helpful, at least. To draw them in sections. There, see? Oh, that's not bad. Look at that. Like the fingers kind of fanning out right there. It's definitely an improvement. Oh, they understood the task before them, that's for sure. The only things other people are upset about are small things. Overall, they've done a great job. Okay. Well, what are the downsides then? What are the things that people are having problems with? That's what I'm curious about. Let's make this longer. I really wish that I could do this when I'm, you know, drawing and painting with physical materials. I really wish that I could do that. Like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So good to have a IRL undo button. I think this is about right, actually. Here, let's move it down. By down, I mean toward him, I guess. Like, nestle that in right there. I mean, look, this is not... one of the saving graces of this is that this creature does not exist. So it's okay. No one can come in here and be like, excuse me, but the proportions are off. Like, no, they're not. You don't know. Your proportions are off. You don't know me. You've never seen this before. You have no idea. Don't be speciest. Will this one be finished today or an ongoing? Well, it's certainly not going to be. It's not going to be a one-off. If it goes well, we'll continue. And we'll keep doing it for another project, or I mean, as a standalone project. Performance problems. There's an NPC. They replaced the voice on, and he sang a song, and the new song is kind of rubbish. Is that all they're freaking out about? That doesn't seem like a lot. But maybe those are important things. Right? Like, maybe those are deal breaker kind of things. Like, I know how I am about certain games. I want this to show here. Because I keep missing it, and that's why. I was doing this side stripe by his eye. Why is my hand doing this today? Alright, no straight lines. That's how we're doing it today. This is no straight line day. It looks so heavy and clumsy when we start to... Oh, and of course, major brush freak out. Man, I don't know what to do to fix that. It's driving me out of my mind, though. Because we have to undo all the stuff it does to me. Did it change my brush size too? No, it didn't. Yes, it did. Which one did we have? I have to be careful. He's starting to look like Jar Jar. No, I like the other curve better. Like back here, back. I think I do want to do this, actually, Siler. I think I do. I think I'm continuing to answer this question. I really do think I want to stick with this. I like this part here. This is kind of interesting. The back of this, almost like hair, in a way. This is the tympanum. That's the end of my technical frog knowledge. Performance is probably the biggest, fairest gripe, but that's fine for me, but I do have a high-end PC. Right. I mean, what is it? I wonder if it looks okay at, like, lower... I mean, maybe the problem is just when people are trying to run it too high. Run it in 4K, maybe it'll be fine. At other resolutions or something. Of course, that's not an excuse. It needs to be fixed. Though. Right. Like, that needs fixing. And that's just an I'm sure that's just an optimization thing. That's all that ever is. I started off with the brush being too thick. So when I got in here, everything was gigantic, and then it throws off my measurements. Not measurements, but just, you know, the thicknesses, leaving thicknesses around things, but accounting for too much thickness. Actually. Too much accountment. Or something. Is that what that's called? Accountment. I'm waiting for the day that somebody posts like a comment to correct me on the made up words that I'm making up. You know. Maybe try to correct my pronunciation of an entirely made up word that I made up myself. I'm waiting for that day. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have a better suggestion. Like maybe my made up words could be made up better. I don't know. Better made. This is such a freaky angle. That's his nose. It's the other side of the nose. Like there's a nostril. And then right there. Maybe. Like that. I was looking too Jar Jar. That's probably the safe character. That's the one that nobody cares about. Even Disney's like, nah, we're not gonna protect that one. Do what you want. Yeah, right. That's never happening. Disney would never do that. Alright, nostril. Man, I still have this wrong. Well, it's not wrong. Remember, it's a fake animal. It's not actually wrong. There we go. That's a little better. Snoot. This and here. Here, why don't I do this? I don't know. Why don't you, Braxton? We're gonna do this to kind of lighten things down. Right, and this will be shadow. Need it shine, shine, shine. There. How much is that? How much does that do? Let's switch that fully and minimum. Let's do a quick 50% here just to figure out if it does. Yes. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's good. Because that's what I would use a a kneaded eraser for. To be able to just lighten it down. And still see my stuff and then come back in. There, that's what I would do on paper. Pressure, size pressure. Let's bring this down a little. So it's a little more controllable. Like I spend my life looking at frogs, learning about frogs, and yet I always draw them with these really small eyes. I don't know why that is. I mean, I'm the guy with the eye for proportion, remember? I shouldn't say that. That's mean. My friend will watch the video and be like, I know he's talking about me. I'm not saying it to be derogatory. I'm not saying it to be mean. It's something he knows that he needs to be doing. And I kind of wish that he would do those things so he could stop shortcutting and make some real progress. Because I don't think that shortcuts give you progress. It's just quick for now. But there's a lot of stuff. It's like reading music, which I'll get a lot of disagreements, but I know something about this. If you just shortcut with tablature, it's fine. It'll get you there quickly, but it won't get you all the way there. It's much better to just do the work. And you will have equipped yourself with knowledge of a really very universal language. Then progress goes quick. It's a thing that you do for yourself. Like, don't make your life harder by taking the easy route. I know it sounds weird, right? Like, ha ha ha, Braxton, you're an idiot. It's easy. It's in the title. Yeah, but easier isn't always better. Often there's a sacrifice. We're gonna draw a decent damn frog eye for once. That's why I'm taking so much time with this one. For once in my young froggy life. Use the frogs. Frogs. I made myself learn arpeggios, so I dedicated time. There you go. Knowledge is never a bad thing. At the end, you'll end up on Rick Beato's channel getting interviewed. And he won't call you out. He'll be like, wow, you can play really well, arpeggiatura. Then you'll know you've made it. And you won't get called out like that Giacomo guy. And have your life completely ruined. But that's what you sign up for when you're a filthy cheater. And that's like second nature, right? Okay. Have some folds in here. They just give you our roadmap when we start to render him. That eye's looking a little bugged out over here. What's that look like? What was the guy faking? He was faking guitar? Well, he was a solo, he was a YouTuber, right? I don't think he played in a band or something. Maybe he didn't. I haven't looked into it further. I was just, sort of current venting. And humiliating another human being at the same time. It's okay, we can do that now. What are you gonna call this one? Braxton Skywalker? No, this one is Luke Skyhopper. Instead of Skywalker. Yeah, Skyhopper. I really just made this decision like 5 seconds before I started streaming today. I had noticed it was May the 4th. I'm like, wait a minute. That's the day. I was like, well, I'm going to have to figure something out. And this was what we did within, like, I guess it was 5 minutes or so before the stream. Man, I'm out of coffee. That's already causing me anxiety. I'm not one of those people who's like, hey, could you, bring me this? Or, like, husbands and wives do this a lot, can you go to the store and get me some tampons? Or, like, can you do it, please? Could you do that? Instead of making me do it? Like that. Or could you, oh, I don't feel well, could you bring me some soup? Like, no. I'm not one of those people that asks people to do stuff for him. So, like, if I can drag my butt to the kitchen, I will make coffee. But in a situation like this, this is where I would do that. I'd be like, whoever, was in the home with me. I'd be like, could you make me some coffee, please? Because I'm streaming, I need stream coffee. I kind of break my rule for stream coffee. And no, I don't ask for tampons either. I'm pretty safe that way. I make you this promise. I will never ask anyone to bring me that. Unless I were suddenly a vampire and needed tea bags. Because you never know, you could get bitten and become a vampire against your will. And then what are you gonna do? That's all I'm saying. Alright. I think this is starting to look like something. The croak of will and egalitarianism of the Yeti code. Or was that meant to be Jedi? Alright. Because I'm okay with either way. Okay. Because you never know, it could be a deliberate misspelling. Alright. This is blackness. I'm really liking this. This is very cool. This is where the front of the mouth is there. Yeti. Yeti. What the forest. It sounds Yeti sounds like what the forest would actually be called in real life. Well, you know, yeah, I mean, typically the J has, like in most other languages, will have like a Y or a Y sound. I guess English is kind of an outlier. That I just bugging out extra hard. It probably doesn't need to be like that either. It doesn't need to be this way. Maybe we could just trim it down. Okay, that feels better now. I feel better about that. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Gedai. Well, yeah, I think Gedai is how it would probably be spelled or be pronounced. Also, did you make any progress with your frog horse? Frogs? Or horgs? Oh wait, were you here when I showed the concept of the seal frog horse that I'm gonna be doing? Yeah, I think you were here early. I think you was here. I need to like learn to do or make myself do more do tighter drawings. I usually just jump into painting because I'm better at painting than drawing. But then that's what is telling me that I need to it comes up to there. That I need to lean into that though. Like you should lean into your weaknesses and make them strengths. Cryptid? Cryptid. I had to look it up as well. It was a word that that I had heard before, but didn't have like a strong familiarity with it. So I had to look it up last night. Was it last night or is it today? And we need something to separate that out a little bit. This will all be in shadow. Like that. And that. There we go, it's looking fabricy. I have to give him a lightsaber. Eventually. Alright, where does that go? I think I'm gonna have to fix some angles here. In fact, this needs to come up to... It would come across, and here's the shoulder. Give it a thickness. So round it out a little. Also, did anyone have like any May the 4th plans? Like conventions or stuff like that, or did you go to anything? Learn your own weaknesses. Yes, it is it's the art Jedi. It is the art Jedi way. Lean into your weaknesses, Padawan, for they are your greatest strengths. See, like that. They can be all esoteric and freaky. All right. Oh, these rogues are looking weird. Right? Am I right? Mr. Rocky. Trend code current. This is Luke Skyhopper. You tweak some of the settings on the frog horse seal. Oh, really? Well, it was a frog horse. I wasn't. I was just, you know. It still did have like. I did think it was a seal. At first. But that gave rise to the frog seal horse or seal frog horse project that we're gonna do. I think that's right. How far do you come down? Over here to the other side. So we come straight down from Mia to Mia. I have him leaning a bit further forward. Actually, it'd have to be like way over here. Actually, keep saying actually, Braxton. I dare you. All right. Ignore me while I yell at myself. Right there. I'm lost in this fabric. Should I want to do it the other way around. Let's dig that out. Try again. Making dinner. Oracular. I like that word. I like the oracular thing. Oracular. The one that you said was very pretty but didn't look much like a horse. And then take that head and put it on the one with the neck muscles, which was in the upper right corner. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm not following that. I feel like I missed like something important. I feel like I wanted to do what this one did. We have a different direction to look at it from. Yeah, that's why that looked wrong. I keep saying no curved lines, and here I am making a lot of curved lines. Just ignore me. But don't ignore that. Don't ignore that part. It's kind of a side view, so it's going to be more like that. Trying to match these up a little bit, but I don't know. Here's the scary part. Does this need to be... It needs to come down more. Actually, this needs to come down more. Hey, car. A Star Trek frog. You're close. You're close. You almost got it. Hey, Sleepyhead. Have you ever had a Lego SpongeBob that Mr. Krabs started to become evil Mr. Krabs and went to kidnapped Plankton for his new Krabby Patty plankton flavor. No, I haven't. And welcome in. I think this needs to be... Actually, I think this is about right. Right about here. Crap. It should be closer. We just work on getting a hand drawn. It's a knuckle. It should be pointy like that. Braxton struggles with hands. That's the name of the show. I feel like everybody struggles with hands. It can't just be me. I feel like I almost had it. How you doing today, Car? The car of tube. See, it needs to be like that, and then there needs to be like a webbing. Well, it still looks awful. How do we fake this and make this look less terrible? Let's see. Scrub out the whole hand. Enraged. Let's get this out of here. What if we try to mimic the shape? So we just do the outline of it. Because there is some shadow right here. Make it like a mitten kind of thing. Braxton figures out hands in real time. This is awful. Real time meaning like hundreds of hours. Hands are so freaking difficult. I mean, we need hands. Don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-hand. But holy crap. Now let's get real here. They're just too difficult. Maybe this one's not long enough or fat enough. Still pretty gross. I'll just wait. All those naysayers. We're like, Braxton can't draw hands. He'll never draw hands. Y'all just wait. One day I will draw the best hands ever. I don't think today's that day, though. In fact, I think I'm just messing these up worse. This looks pretty jank. How do we fix that? We'll do other stuff while we figure out how to deal with the hand. We'll come back to it. Okay. Yeah, these are just... I feel like this hand is unsavable. But it may not be. Some hands just aren't savable, as Cartube used to tell me. He used to tell me that all the time. Braxton, sometimes hands just aren't savable. Oh my god, we're making it worse. It's horrific. Ugh, it's gross. It's humiliating. This disgusting hand that mocks me. It mocks my existence. I really want to just cover this up so no one can see. Oh, you know what we could do? Instead of putting a bag on his hand? We could do lightsaber. Lightsaber! I mean, he's a Jedi. Why shouldn't he have a lightsaber with which to tell his dudes that it is Wednesday? That's the job of a frog Jedi. Is to tell his dudes through the Force that it is that it is Wednesday. I should do well. No, should I scream? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Are you supposed to scream when you say that? Is that how the kids do it? I'll figure out how to do the lightsaber better. Can we do like a lightsaber effect? Just... Right? We can do isn't it green? We should probably put something, put that on a different layer, right? There you go. Give it some lightsabery goodness. Right. So people know what it is. They'll be in here asking if it's a Star Trek frog. Why do I... This keeps wanting to turn upwards, though. Why is that a thing? It must just be my hand. There we go. Alright, this way you know what it is. We could even do like a little halo thing. You know, like a little energy effect around it or something. Energy effect. That looks stupid. Braxton, it's stupid. There. Okay, well, I at least want to get the sketch done today. Okay, so before we shut it down for the day, and for the week, because I will be back on Friday, next Frog Friday, which is every Friday. Which was I using? Okay. Let's figure this out. Crap. Just a map so I know where the shadows are. Because this will cast a shadow on it here. Looks like a meteor or a oh, what, the lightsaber? Yeah. You like this? I'm happy with it so far. I'm actually kind of happy with this so far. We just have to do the baggy pants now. And I think we left ourselves enough room when I kind of divided up the space. I think. Let's do a darker. Like a blacker one. Crap. Guess what I've been doing? Drawing on the wrong layer again. God damn it. I have mental issues or something. I don't know. Well, this will not stand. And this is just a placeholder anyway. It's not really going to look like this later. Go back to the correct layer, Braxton. Wow. Wasting your own time like this? Is he gonna have a buckle? This one has a buckle. You could give him like a cowboy belt buckle. I'd have to look some of those up. Braxton Wise. Put little initials in there. B-dubs, as I was called once. Way back in the day. When I was a DJ. It wasn't. Somebody did call me that, but I was never a DJ. Okay, so... Pentsu Fragu. I don't know if we can fit the whole thing in there. It's like a Zen godfather asks him a question he cannot answer. Let's shorten that stack. Do we want, because we've got him a bit short. I went a bit long on the jacket, or the whatever the hell that thing is. Yeah, we did kind of run out of room for legs. I measured out the proportions and still kind of messed up. Actually, that's not bad. This is not too far off, actually. I can just shorten up on this part. Like here. Yeah, it's not awful. It's not too far off. Yeti wasn't Yoda, Yeti. He was. You like this, Siler? I'm okay with this. I think this is okay. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get like I made this a bit too long and like here. But the arms are also a bit long. Well, actually, yeah. I think somewhere, I think right about here is where I sort of went wrong. I mean, everything should be fine, but I don't know. Let's dig some of this out real quick so I can deconfuse this area a little bit. We still have not deconfused it, have we? We'll decide on these things later. Actually, I think it's kind of okay. These should be longer, though. I'm trying to think if I want to correct that or not. Oh, because it gets there. I just keep making the lines thicker. Here, let's grab a smaller brush size again and try to make this work a little better. It's difficult when I use such large brushes. So let's try. Darn it. Just come from back here. A little better. This would probably be better if I move this up a little. Like that. I think this was successful. I'm kind of happy with this so far. I'm glad we did this instead of the planned seal frog horse, which is coming. Oh, it's coming. Monstrosities await, my friends. Cryptids. If you draw stuff that doesn't exist, then you can never be wrong. Right? Now this needs to be straightforward. Just the feet will come off. In fact, I can look. I don't know what my problem is. Does that clip to that? I don't know. Like, we can do that crap. I don't know what my problem was. There. I was like, how am I going to fix this? Well, the magic of digital. Joda was a Yeti? Is that what just happened in my chat? Because I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on over there. Also, Mr. 242. I'm sorry that... Okay, how did your stream go? I just realized that we were receiving a visit from the famous Nix242. Yeah, this is way too... I went way too long on the robe here. I hope you're liking the game. I've never done the extra content. You know, the Liberty City stuff. We'll just continue this back around behind him instead, as if this is how long it was meant to be. This is almost completely in shadow. So is this. We'll have to fix all this. Which is about what I have of the other one. I could make it a little shorter, but I really don't care to because the feet are really not important and we're going to sort of neglect them anyway. Right. And we'll fix anything like that like next time we come back to this. Mr. Coolish, we were getting ready to close down for the day. I hope you're well. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that we're ending right now as well. What's gonna happen? The thing is, you know, when summer hits, I'll be streaming earlier in the mornings, and I won't be streaming this late in the day. So I'm hoping people can adjust their schedules. Probably not, but it will be an earlier stream. Because late streams aren't going to work in the summer. It's going to be too hot in the house. What's all the 24s? 24 what? I'm not seeing all the 24s. Well, there's Garrett. Garrett 24601. There's a 24. Anyway, I hope everyone had a really good time. And oh yeah, upcoming heat. It will be. I'll have to you know, I sort of don't turn on my AC until late at night when the prices are cheaper. So normally it doesn't go on like until like 8 p.m. So anyway, I want you to have a really great day, and I will be back on Friday, and we'll start choosing earlier time frames. I think we'll start this Friday when I come back. So, but the one thing, there's the good side, the upside here is that we have a way to watch the videos. Because no matter when I stream, you can always go to my YouTube channel and watch the recordings of the VODs. And while you're at it, you can also join my Discord, and you can buy me a coffee. It's, you know, it's a thing. Details are in the video description. Everyone have a really great day.